My name is Gatewood Galbraith. I'm a candidate in this May's Democratic primary for governor. And let me tell you folks that Kentucky's at a crossroads. In the past 7 years, we've gone from being 10th poorest state to the 6th poorest state. We've dropped about $2,000 in median income in the last 7 years. In 1991, we spent 68% of the state budget on education. Today, we spend 60%. At the same time, we're trying to spend tens of millions of dollars to entice corporations to locate jobs here, and they won't come in because of the illiteracy rate. So we're defunding the very apparatus necessary to promote education and get folks in here to bring in good jobs. And the same old isn't going to do it, folks. And you all are Democrats. You know how bad the Democratic Party got. I mean, I was in the 95 election when Paul Patton bought that election and took the Democratic Party on a ruinous course. And, you know, I'm not telling you anything. It got so bad they elected Republicans to replace it. How much worse can it get? You know, that's about as bad as it could get when they replace you with the other party. But now the Democrats have gone up there and they have took their 12 disciples and just ran the state system right down the road. And so the Democrats have an excellent chance of coming back and regaining power. But I'm going to tell you one thing, don't count Ernie Fletcher out, because if you resurrect the Democratic Party in its old image, I think he's going to come back and stand a heck of a chance of retaining the governor's race. Retaining the governor's office. We cannot resurrect the Democratic Party in its old image. Now, all of my opponents in this race, I'm not going to attack them individually because they all share common characteristics which make them, take them out of consideration for leadership. During their leadership, we lost 5 out of the 6 congressional seats, both U.S. Senate seats, the state Senate, and the state House. I mean, how much more of that kind of leadership do we need? We don't. We need to put a new face on the Democratic Party, somebody who's going to resurrect the Democratic Party so that it once again becomes the voice of the people instead of the voice of the special interests. And we are those people. You could take all my opponents in this race and put them in a bag and shake them up, and they come out looking like Pringles potato chips. They don't have any ridges. They don't have any ruffles. They're all architects of the past debacle. And I say it this way, you could put the pretty face at the front of a failing restaurant is not going to solve the problems in the kitchen. You know, somebody's got to go in there and clean out them grease traps. Now, I don't think any of my opponents even know where to find a grease trap. As a matter of fact, I consider some of my opponents the grease trap. And I'm going to go back here and clean them out. And we're going to have honest government. Once again, here's what I want to do. Without raising taxes, Plan A, I want to give every high school graduate in the state of Kentucky a $5,000 voucher for books, tuition, and fees to institutions of further learning within the state of Kentucky. Whether it be truck driving school, cosmetology school, UK, UL, community college. They're ratcheting tuitions beyond the reach of middle class anymore. I want to give our students some vision and some courage and allow them to make the opportunity to train themselves into employability. It's not a $5,000 bank account. No money hits the students' hands. It's only when they make the internal decision they want to go get trained in employability, the state cuts a check for it. I want to bring the pharmaceutical companies in and make them put up several $100 million for drug treatment programs in this state to kind of counteract the taxpayers' burden of their products on this society. Galbraith and Wireman are the ticket in this case. I've written a book. Brereton Jones says it's the best statement of Democratic Party principles he's ever read. I'd like for y'all to get a copy of it. You can go to my website and get a copy or any of the major bookstores. Gatewood Galbraith, step up, Kentucky. Let's put a new face on the Democratic Party. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Galbraith. Appreciate it.